You can't time travel, but your phone has the internet from 5 years in the future. What do you search for first? Lottery numbers, stock prices, my name. Semicolon. You may ask why my name, but it's very simple, as I then can learn if I died until then, or got caught for some shit, and are still in prison. Edit. Whoa. I didn't expect anything. Many thanks for the awards and upvotes. I would do it in this order. Name, stock, lottery, name again. This would indicate if the future is deterministic or not. Does anything about your future change after you learned about future financials? Closed bracket comma. And also ensure you maximize your earnings in the event that lottery winnings and stock markets may affect each other. This is all assuming if the future is not deterministic, that events in the present instantly propagate into the future, rather than like in the Journeyman project where there's a reality distortion field that takes time to propagate outward from the changed event. Hey op, cherish 2015 while you can. Okay. Sound advice. Man, I wish I had taken advice like that back then. In 2015 all I wanted was the time to pass quicker, and now I wish it had passed slower. Cure for type 1 diabetes. Doctors have been saying it's 5 years away for a while now. I was diagnosed 8 years ago, and they were saying it back then too. 26 years. Said it then too. Biggest crisis in the last 5 years. That'd be depressing. Probably brings up America post-election. Betty White and Keith Richards. I assume they'll both be alive, but I want to know for sure. I'm fairly certain the Rolling Stones have been Weekend at Bernie's eyeing Keith Richards for the past 4 or 5 years. IDK. I'm pretty sure he embalmed himself with cigarettes, but forgot to die first, so now has immortal. I'd search to see if The Winds of Winter has been published yet. Sadly, Op said 5 years into the future only. The death of the author within that time frame is actually very realistic though. I would start a blog on my PC and then switch to my phone to check if it now has updates from the future. If so, my future self could talk to my present self. I could read about my mistakes and try to avoid them. If a post disappears, that would mean that I did it right. Edit. Holy shit, thank you for all the likes and awards. Reminds me of a story I read where a character can use short-range time travel as long as he doesn't meet himself, and he needs to open a combination lock. So he thinks to himself, here's what I'll do. I'll try the combination 0, 0, 0, 0. If it works, I'll write good job. The combination is 0, 0, 0, 0 on a piece of paper. Otherwise I'll write nope. Try 0, 0, 0, 1 apostrophe. Then I'll go back to this morning and open my closet and slip the note into the pocket of these pants I put on this morning. So now I can check my pocket for a note, and if the note starts with nope, then I'll try the combination it suggests, and then write a new note with that combination plus 1 and send it back the same way. Logically, I'll only have to go back and try it at most 2 times. The other copies of me will be unaware that they are stuck in a time loop until we finally guess the right combination. Therefore I'll check my pocket now, and logically the note should say good job and have the correct combination. Otherwise I'll wind up erasing my memory of having the wrong combination when I change the past. So he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a note, and it is recognizably his own handwriting, but twisted and somehow agonized looking, and the note has water damage, soot smudges, and little drops of blood, and all it says is don't duck with time, apostrophe. So he abandons that plan and just blasts the lock off. I'd like to read this story. What's it called? Exclamation mark. All sports betting wins of the last 5 years. I don't need them all. I just need the biggest upsets. No, just need a group of 11. 11 team parlays offer odds of about 1,233:1. Take out a sketchy cash loan of $10k. Make the bet, and you won $12 million. Nintendo Directs. Then I'll make predictions for a lot of things Nintendo will do, but I'll phrase it in an increasingly implausible way. After a few directs, People will hopefully catch on and start believing everything I say. After 5 years, assuming I can't look into the future again, I'll start making random shit up and watch the internet argue about my predictions. Surely this can't be real, but his track record is impeccable. Brilliant. Imagine the Smash character leaks. Fire Emblem, 3 Houses reveals 3 new Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC options. IGN ATZ, Lawrence, and Cyril. How close are we to be able to go to Mars? News headline from 2025. NASA plans to return to the moon in 2029. Ugh. Perpetually always 4 years out. Return to the moon by George R. Martin. Stock prices in 2025. Save up to buy a share. Profit. That's how you get Van Damned. The guy from Bloodsport and Time Cop is going to kick my ass? That's actually kinda awesome. 2020 election results lol. Hopefully doesn't turn your lol to col. I'd try to be like Bill Murray's character by the end of Groundhog Day. Find out if there's any needless deaths from preventable accidents that I may be able to change. Obviously I'd have won the lotto too. This would give me plenty of resources and free time to become a local superhero. Edit. Based on the show early edition from the 90s. The only problem I could see with this scenario would be people trying to understand your selection process. Like, why did you save her from a car accident that day? My son was in a car accident only 2 miles away. Why didn't you save him? Apostrophe. It certainly would turn as the rescues started to rack up. The other issue is the butterfly effect. The future will change based on /u/Megalomore's actions. Those changes compound themselves until the future looks nothing like what OP has foreseen. The surest things to be changed are things that happen nearly at random, such as car accidents. If so and so left their house 10 seconds later, the drunk driver would have hit a telephone pole instead of so and so, for example. So all the predictions would quickly be rendered inaccurate. Well, I went to Reddit and found this post. Hello from 2015. You couldn't have given us a heads up a couple of years ago. Lottery numbers the last 5 years. Easy peasy. Week 1, buy a ticket. Win the lottery. Week 2, buy a ticket. Publicly post the winning numbers 3 minutes before the draw. Week 3, publicly post the winning numbers 2 days in advance. Watch as everyone buys tickets with those numbers, wins the jackpot, then gets less than the value of their ticket as the prize pool is split between everyone. They do something similar in Peaky Blinders with a racehorse. Only in their plan the horse loses the 3rd race. So you would give fake numbers in week 3 and your winnings will be higher. Bitcoin price history. November 21st, 2021. $126,000. $126,000 feet. Sounds about right. GTA 6th release date. GTA V Remastered 2 will be out by then. Skyrim will be ported to the TV in your GTA V apartment too. Lotto numbers. Sports results. Stock market stats. I search porn to see if the industry has gotten over its step family obsession. Yes, but they only dropped the step part. The family that lays together stays together. Ghislaine Maxwell suicide date. Testimony date. -1. Besides the obvious, lottery, election, myself, etc., I would want to see if opera made a comeback after the pandemic, or if the virus was the final nail in the coffin of this art form, which has been slowly headed towards its demise for decades now. Edit. I should have said here that I'm a huge opera fan, and I hope I'm wrong. And I'm not talking about the web browser. Opera generally draws a big crowd. At least the times I've attended. I've sat all the way in the back when that was all I could get. Lots of season ticket holders. My name plus obituary. If I get more searches. 2020. 2024 election results. Covered vaccine FDA approval parent company. TSLA. Goog. APPL. FB prices. Dank memes from the future, so I can pre-repost them for that sweet karma. I'm gonna go all/r/themonkey spore on you and say that when you post those dank memes, you get minimal karma, but the person who reposts your stolen future memes gets the karma, which is who you steal them from in the future. Christopher Nolan wants to know your location. I'll write all the future match results, and I'll use it on the lottery, and I'll make money with it. Queen Elizabeth, if there were more searches available, then probably see which countries still exist as they are now. See how COVID-19 played out. Memes so I can make an accurate "this is a meme" from the future. Then see what are the biggest breakthroughs of science in the last 5 years. Probably at least medicine and energy. Also obviously lottery numbers or something. Okay Google, how did COVID-19 play out? Apostrophe. The US surpassed 3 million deaths on Christmas Day 2024. The federal government is currently withholding the vaccine until they have injectable nanobots that have a less than 5% fatality rate in clinical trials. The rest of the world has not had a COVID-related death since 2021 and have banned travel to and from the US. Apostrophe. My son to make sure he's still alive. He's chronically suicidal and should be on his own by then. I worry about it. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.